Hey everybody, it's Kyle. I want to make a follow-up to a video I just recorded about causes and effects of weight gain and bad information as to what are the causes of weight gain and what are the solutions. Causes, it's not that people are lazy. I don't buy that. I think that people are groomed in a certain way, especially children, to sit down and be entertained instead of be resourceful and get moving. And as that whole culture manifests itself, we've got whole generations. Like when I was a kid, there was Nintendo, and I mean I'm older now, so it's like there's generations of kids that have come after me and even before me that we're told that this is entertainment, this is how you spend your free time, don't go outside and climb a tree and fall out of it. That's without argument a huge problem. The other problem, where I don't think it's laziness, I think it's intimidation. I think that people are just intimidated on how and where to get started. And with the internet, there's so many different routes to take, and everybody wants to make money on stuff, so that's where you get things that don't work, and they're flash in the pan trends like the insanity workout and Taibo. Like, nobody remembers Taibo. Why? Because it was just a trend, it was just a fad, and everyone's results were completely forgotten along with Taibo. So who cares? Cardio. Is cardio the answer? Everybody wants to do cardio. I see just oceans of treadmills and elliptical machines everywhere. No, it's not. And I'll tell you why. Because 40, 50 years ago, when there was no such thing as a stair mill or an elliptical machine, there was also no fat people. It all comes back to food. You have to eat to heal your body. And I'm not someone who has a one-shoe approach to training or nutrition. So I'm not saying that a keto diet is the end-all be-all solution to the obesity epidemic. If you're going to respond to a vegan diet, go for it. Just make sure that you're eating a natural one, because that's the only way you're going to respond to anything, is if you're eating natural. If you're eating veggie burgers that are coming from industrial farms that are completely laden with toxic chemicals and fillers and stabilizers and all sorts of garbage that you can't pronounce because there's a bunch of X's and Y's all over the place on that ingredients label, you're screwing yourself. If your meal frequency is off, I talk about meal frequency a lot. If your meal frequency is off, some people do have to eat 2-3 times a day, but that ain't everybody. Some people have to eat 8 times a day. It's call and response. It's a lot of experimentation. See what works, but do it naturally. If you're on a vegan diet and everything's carb-based, you're not getting those inflammatory sugars from processed wheat and refined table sugar and corn syrup. You're getting your sugars from maple syrup and stuff like say you're 30 bananas a day, crikey. So I don't hate on vegans. I don't hate on paleo people. I don't hate on people who do like the low fat, moderate carb, high protein thing like I did forever. And it worked for me for a little bit, but it proved to be unsustainable. It really did. So whatever it is that does work for you and keeps you happy, like, go for that. But you got to realize that 40, 50 years ago, there was no obesity epidemic. There was no diabetes epidemic. The cancer rates were way the hell down. And it's because the industrial food corporations, all right, they didn't have their hand in our government, and they didn't have their hand in telling you how long you're going to live and on what terms. So get sharp and do some research on all the connections with the food industry and the pharmaceutical industry and U.S. government, Republican or Democratic, and don't even get back to me on it. Just check in with yourself and see what you've got to do. And I don't think you're lazy. I think you're misinformed. And I think that just like with the eating and the diet, you've got to do a lot of experimentation with exercise. And I'm not saying that yoga and Pilates is terrible. If you're someone who's been sedentary, doing anything is better than nothing. In my opinion, in my history of working with people and on myself, having weights and resistance training as the cornerstone is the most beneficial. I'm not saying don't ever do cardio, and if you do yoga, you're moving backwards. I'm saying that the most dominant form of exercise is going to be free weights. Actually going in there, not being afraid of hurting yourself or getting a callus or picking up some iron and getting down to work. So, comment and like the video. Let me know what you think. Let me know why you didn't like it. And I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.